And good evening, football fans, and welcome to KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Tonight we come to you from Lone Peak High School in Week 2 of the high school football season, and we got a top 5 matchup for you as the 3rd-ranked Lone Peak Knights play host to the 5th-ranked Orem Tigers. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to you all. Matt Combe alongside Moose Bingham. And Moose, we've got a high-powered, high-talented game that we've got going on tonight.
Between you and me, you're underselling it, to be honest with you. I am hyped, I am jacked up, and I am so excited. This is the game everyone's been talking about all week, non-stop. This is going to be a fantastic game, and I am so stoked. There are more stars on the field than there are in the sky right now.
Lone Peak won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so we'll see the Tigers with the ball first. First meeting between these two schools since 2020. Lone Peak, one of the favorites to win the 6A title. Orem's the outright favorite to win the 5A title. As Moose mentioned, there is talent all over the place. We'll talk about it throughout the night here on KSL Sports Rewind. Lone Peak is in the black uniforms. They'll move left to right on your screen to kick things off here for our first quarter. Orem's in the white uniforms with the blue helmets. They'll move right to left as we get set to go here on a Friday night for Week 2 of the high school football season. So glad you guys could join us here for KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week.
I'm so excited to watch Jake Parker once again come in. He's going to be dominating. Jake Parker, part of the Special Boys.
As the kick is off, and into the end zone will be a touchback for the Tigers. So we'll see the Tigers on offense for the first time tonight, led out by the senior quarterback, Taden Kaava, the Alabama commit. He will lead this offense onto the field, scored 42 points in the home win against Granger last week, as he'll bring the Tigers out on offense to kick things off tonight.
Yeah, Taden's just a tiny 6'4". Taden is just a tiny 6'4", 220-pound behemoth committed to the Crimson Tide. I can't wait to see what he does. Last year, he was introduced to us from the 808. Welcome to the 801, and let's see what you can do this time.
1st and 10 from the 20 here for the Tigers, as they will elect to hand it off on first down. That goes nowhere, maybe lose a yard, as they go right into that teeth of that Lone Peak defense. And I think Tony Grimmer, first one there for Lone Peak.
Tony Grimmer, one of my favorite players from last week. His dad came up to me and gave me some Grim Reaper Carolina hot sauce. He's like, I appreciate you. And I'm like, Nate, I appreciate Tony. Anthony is running all over the place, and his effort is unmatched.
2nd and 11 here for the Tigers. Kaava with 5 wideouts in the formation as a man goes in motion. That's Stonebreaker as they'll fire to Kai Wesley, who makes a nice behind-the-shoulder catch there, picks up 9. They'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Kai Wesley, the Baylor commit, out of nowhere. That's probably the first catch I've ever seen him make, and I've called a lot of games. That's the Kai Wesley that the Baylor Bears have been ready to sick him. I love to see that.
Kai Wesley, another one of the kids that are going to play D1 football next season. There's students all over the place in this game. 3rd down and 2 here for the Tigers. 4 wideouts this time for Kaava. As the Knights show 5 rush, Kaava, a little bit of time, throws far side, intended for Max Stonebreaker, incomplete, and they'll bring up 4th down.
Max Stonebreaker has been a fantastic addition. He was playing at Maple Mountain last year, and what you're going to see is that a lot of this Orem players, they're guys that came from Maple Mountain, guys that came from Timpview, like number 1 who will be punting, Isanalier. He is a stud, committed to Utah already, and he was a mainstay for the Timpview Thunderbirds last year. But it's nice to see him punch right now.
So we'll see Isanalier punt this one away for Orem. Good snap, and Naliai going to hold on to it. He's going to take off, flag flies, but he's got the first down and more out near the 40, but there is a flag down at the 32.
Isa, that's what the University of Utah saw. Kyle Whittingham, he's like, this kid can punt, he can play safety, he can play receiver, he can play running back. We might as well just call him Slash at this point because there's nothing the young man can't do. Getting the first down on 4th and short. That's what happens when you have an athlete playing at punter, just as I did in yesteryears.
So wait to see what the call is here. And it's a holding call on on Lone Peak. So it'll be a first down for Orem. So they go to the trick play off on the first drive, and they succeed and get a new set of downs.
Man, what a gutsy play call. This Lone Peak defense, this is the very high potent offense that's very experienced. They are missing number 13, Kawe Akana, but they've got a lot of firepower all throughout it. Star-studded team, especially with this offensive line with 4 sophomore starters. Number 9 gets the carry right there. Oliver Bills getting, looks like to be about 5 yards. What a carry into the teeth of this Lone Peak defense. When they were playing Crimson Cliffs last week, they did not have that problem. But at this point, Orem loves to use their sophomore offensive line. Every single sophomore on that line has an D1 division offer as well. 4 of them are on my top list of linemen.
2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. Knights show pressure. They'll hand this one off, and juking his way out of there is Beckham Curtis, but he only gets back to the line of scrimmage, and I'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Tag Zundell did a great job knifing into the defense, into the offense, but he just tagged off. He's needed to change his first name to Tackle Zundell, but Grimmer, the Grim Reaper, was there, ready to go. You love to see it, and we're going to have a lot more options here. This is what I like to see. Their offense coming out, you've got 10 personnel, 1 running back, and they're saying, hey, we may air it out, but they have enough faith in this offensive line to say 1 senior is good enough for us.
3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. Kaava to throw. Throws it over to Wesley on the far side. Breaks a tackle and gets upended for a first down.
Oh, my goodness gracious. On your days of 47, if you need a wheelbarrow racer, Kai Wesley may be your guy. That was athletic. He still had control of the ball. What a amazing play. This is the Kai Wesley we all paid to see, you guys, and this is what I'm excited about.
3 catches for 29 yards, yes, in last week's game against Granger for Kai Wesley. Makes a big catch there to get a new set of downs here for the Tigers. 8:51 and counting. Again, the clock on your screen will move and stop and start. It's not an official game clock. We'll try to get it as close as we can to the official game clock. A Stonebreaker lowers a shoulder, gets about 3 on first down.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Stonebreaker, he's wanting the contact. You love to see it. He's coming all the way from Maple Mountain, like I said, and you're getting Fano from Maple Mountain. You're getting all these different kids that want to be coached by one of the premier coaches in the state, Lance Reynolds. So I'm excited to see what happens in this next little bit, but Lone Peak defense with Ryan Denny at the helm is always good, and as long as you have the Grim Reaper in there, they're going to be flying around.
2nd and long here for the Tigers. They'll hand this one off and picking up about 6 on that one. I believe that's Beckham Curtis that's down there. And it is. Picks up about 4, brings up 3rd and short here.
Man, these 3rd downs are really interesting because we're getting 3rd and shorts. As long as Orem can be in 3rd and shorts, we've seen they have no problem going in 4th. But with this small 5A school, they don't have as much depth as Lone Peak. I want to see how that plays out in the next little bit as well.
3rd and call it 3 here for the Tigers from the 32-yard line. Curtis in the backfield with Kaava, 4 wideouts in the formation. Knights show pressure. Kaava with time, fires over the near side, it's intercepted! Going the other way for the Knights is Gabe Harmon, and he takes it all the way. It's a pick 6 for the Knights.
Oh my goodness, Gabe Harmon, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's just a junior, but he's playing like it's his senior night. I love to see that, but oh no. Do you see what I see? Dirty laundry on the field once again. We need to get my mom out to help us out, get that dirty laundry out, because I hate to see that on the field.
We'll wait and see what the call is here. The officials getting together. Waiting to see what head coach Lance Reynolds sounds like. It's on Lone Peak here.
Touchdown is good. Oh! Sideline clearance. Running it will be enforced on the kickoff.
So it's a sideline warning on Lone Peak. So it'll be enforced on the kickoff here, but the touchdown stands for Lone Peak.
You know what? I don't often agree with the refs, but hey, get out of the way. What are you doing? We can't have you doing that. We can't have you being in the way of the referee. That's how people get hurt. But a great special teams play by the special boys right there.
Extra point by Jack Barker is good, and with 7:11 to go here in the opening quarter, a pick six gives the Knights the lead. It's 7-0 here on KSL Sports Rewind.
At Skin Science Institute, we offer top-tier educational experience in aesthetics, including the finest facility, the most comprehensive curriculum, and a team of highly experienced professionals. We take pride in our fun and exciting culture to give our students a positive learning environment while training on the best machinery the industry has to offer. We ensure our graduates not only receive the best education, but also step into their careers with confidence, thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Welcome back. 7:11 to go here in our opening quarter. Lone Peak with a 7-0 lead here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. And Moose, looked like Orem was moving the football there, but an errant pass by Kava ends up going the other way with the Gabe Harmon pick six.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication. He'll still have that up until week 3, and we'll let it go. But what really hurts is being a kicker and kicking off from the 25 when you're used to kicking off from the 40. You're going to see this is a very returnable ball. I'll tell you that right now. And no matter how far you kick it, you may not get it into the end zone.
Yeah. Oliver Bills and Isa Naliai back to field this one. It'll be over to Naliai, who picks it up at the 15. And as Moose said, little room to run here for the Tigers as Naliai gets out past the 35 in good field position here for the Tigers as they begin drive number 2.
Yeah, fantastic job. And let's just be honest here. This Lone Peak defense has been insanely impressive. They're returning like one starter. They've got Bob Muitolo, who switched to offensive tackle, and everyone else left. They said, hey, I'm going on a mission, or hey, I'm going to college. But either way, they're not there tonight. But this is a very fortuitous defense. They're looking for some happy things to happen for them.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line here for the Tigers. As Kaava will keep it on the option. Cuts up field and gains about 3, maybe 4 out to the 41-yard line. Kaava's first rush of the night.
Phenomenal read right there by Kaava. He's just doing some really good things right there. Kaava, you can see that he had the option, read it, and said, hey, let's just pick up 4 yards right now. And that's the right decision. Going to Alabama, you have to be a fantastic decision maker, and that's what Taden Kava'a is.
2nd and 5 after, or excuse me, 2nd and 6 after a pickup of 4. Kaava will hand this one off to Curtis, and Curtis fights his way for 2 yards up to the 44. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gabe Harmon, the corner on that, he is the man. Let's talk about him a little bit. His favorite thing is mowing the lawn without his shirt on, which we'll forgive him. But he is Kurt Henderson's nephew. He should be playing safety, but they moved him to corner. Already has an offer to, I believe, New Mexico. And after that pick 6, he may get some more.
3rd and short here for the Tigers. Need to get to the 47-yard line for a first down. 3 wideouts to the near, 1 to the far for Kaava. Under 6 minutes to go as the play clock almost gets to 0 as Kaava flushed out of the pocket, fakes the throw, and he's going to lose a yard or maybe 2. Nothing open for Kaava, and it's 4th down.
Oh, but who was there? None other than Tony Anthony Grimmer, the Grim Reaper, not letting him get outside, and that's what we like to see. This 4th down, I'm willing to see. You tricked me once, says the special boys, not again.
Mentioned Grimmer led the team in tackles last week with 11 tackles for this Lone Peak defense. Loss of 3 on that play will bring up 4th and 6 and about a half here. The Tigers will look to punt. Back is Naliai to punt this one away. 2 backers back for Lone Peak. As Naliai will let this one go. Line drive kick. Hops at the 37. Into the hands of the up back there, and a flag flies late. That was number 21 for the Knights. That's Toatano Vasa who comes up with the reception.
If you came here to watch the Lone Peak Knights offense, you have been severely disappointed up until 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. But I promise you, they've got some ballers as well. We'll be talking about them as well. Bringing in Barney the Dinosaur and some other characters to your screen, including the Pula Twins.
First time we'll see the Lone Peak offense tonight, as we'll see what the call is.
Number 69 on the receiving team. 15-yard penalty for the Espada foul. Will be sent.
So it's a penalty on Lone Peak on the return. That'll back up the Knights to their own 17-yard line to start their first drive of the night, led by Cruz Christensen. Had to come in, make his first career start last week as Kepa Niamatolu is still out on suspension. Christensen will get the start again tonight. Looking to steer this Lone Peak Knight defense and put up 49 points against Crimson Cliffs last week. They'll start out 1st and 10 and send Barney in motion for a 5 wide out look. Quick pass near side's got Jaron Pula. Cuts it outside, and look at the speed from Pula. One step and he's gone. It's a 73-yard touchdown for Jaron Pula.
That is some Ute-on-Ute action right there. Jaron Pula gets past Rasmussen and then past his future teammate as well. My goodness gracious. Jaron Pula, there's a reason he is our number 1 receiver in the state this year. Number 1A, 1B, of course, is Kenan Pula, the other Pula from the fantastic Kirsten. But these are some talented young men. They make any quarterback look good. Heck, I think you could go down there and make them look good. Colma.
On is Jake Barker for the extra point, and we've got a little bit of a stop. I think one of the linemen for Lone Peak checking the mouth guard here. Checking the mouthpiece maybe.
This is my favorite thing. We've got number 9 holding it. Do you know who that is?
That's Grimmer.
That is the Grim Reaper.
And Barker's kick is up, and it is good with 5:11 to play here in the opening quarter. It is 14-0 Lone Peak. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. We'll be right back. 5:11 to play here in our opening quarter. An 82-yard touchdown from Christensen to Jaron Pula, and it's 14-0 Lone Peak here. Parker will kick this one off from the normal spot of the 40-yard line. Bills and Naliai back to return. It'll be right at the goal line, but Naliai steps into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Naliai blew it. He didn't have to jump into the end zone right there. And it looks like we may have a Knight on the ground. Looks like we've got an injury. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he just didn't drink enough pickle juice on the weekend.
So we have an injured Knight on the 11 to go. The Tigers go back on offense for the 3rd time tonight. It's been an interception and a punt so far for Orem. Again, no Kawe Akana tonight for the Tigers, out with injury for the 2nd straight week. As Akana will dump this one off looking for Stonebreaker, incomplete.
Yeah, Akana's getting a little more pressure this week than he was getting from Granger. And the other thing is, you've got Ryan Denny down here as a defensive coordinator. He still looks like he could hop into a Bills uniform right now, raring to go, but don't ask him that. But this is a very complicated defense. They're going to show different looks. It's not just your typical cover 2, cover 1, cover man. No, they're sending blitzes. They are raring to go.
2nd and 10 here for the Tigers. 2 backs in the backfield with Kaava on 2nd down. They'll hand this one off. And trying to bounce it outside is Stonebreaker, but that's going nowhere. And getting there first is Kingston Stroshine, the freshman.
Oh, Kingston, my guy. I'm so excited to talk about him the next 4 years. Celebrate, young man. The 2-5 has offers from Fight on USC, ASU, and a plethora of others, and that's just the start. Kingston Stroshine's going to be a dog, woof, woof, for years.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 10 for Orem.
It's 3rd down for the Tigers.
We'll send 3 wideouts to the right side of Kaava. Curtis in the backfield. Knights show 4, they rush 4. Kaava steps up, Looking for somewhere to go, ends up taking it and calls his own numbers. Got the first down, gain of 12.
Man, sometimes you don't have to call a number on the phone. You just use it yourself. And really heads up play using the back judge right there, helping himself out. Love to see Tatum do that. And he's just getting more and more comfortable. I want to see some quick strikes, though. That's usually why you have Conway in there to blow the top off the defense. And I don't know if they have someone that can do that tonight.
New set of downs at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. As with Akana out, Kai Wesley, the big target for Kaava here. Fake the option, Kaava still looking, throws over the middle, wide open is Stonebreaker, and he is gone.
Oh my goodness.
That's a 67-yard strike for the Tigers, and they answer back.
Thor Odin, everyone is stoked about that with Stonebreaker coming in. The Viking shipman rowing his way all through the nights and getting that touchdown. You love to see Stonebreaker. There's some miscommunication. That sometimes happens. But Orem is right back in this game with one beautiful pass touch by Tin Kava.
Able to just hold on to the ball and able to get a strike over the middle for the first touchdown for the Tigers. Ben Bradley on for the extra point. Oliver Bells is the snap holder as the Tigers are missing a player.
Oliver Bells has the wrong knee up. Oliver, fix your form.
Bradley for the extra point, and flags fly right from the get-go.
Yeah, they broke the huddle with 10 men. No, but this is a new kicker on this year. Usually Kawe Akana is in there kicking, but he's like, I'm so tired. I punt, I kick, I play receiver, I play DB, I do it all. And I'm like, dude, goodness gracious. And he's like, it's okay. So we got a new kicker. He recruited him from the soccer team. I would decline that penalty.
It ended up being on Lone Peak. An encroachment penalty was the call, so it's half the distance here. As Bradley will set up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 3:38 to play now here in the first quarter, Orem strikes back. It's 14-7 here in our game of the week here on KSL Sports Rewind. We'll be right back. 38 to play here in the quarter. The Tigers with a big touchdown. Tatum Kaava to Stonebreaker for the big touchdown to make it 14-7 here in our first quarter. We were promised a good game. It's been fun so far here tonight, Moose.
Yeah, I am glad. Ooh, that's going to be short. It's returnable back.
And it's going to go out of bounds, though. So that'll put the Knights with good field position to start their second drive. They've only run one play of offense so far tonight through about 9 minutes of time here in this game so far.
Really productive offense. One play, 14 points. That's how you do it, right?
Well, a 70-yard pick six and an 80-yard touchdown will do that for you.
Yeah, they have some big guys they're going against this on this defense, too. Number 91, one of my favorite human beings, Junie Mawala on the defensive line, coming in from Davis. What a stud. But I love what the special boys did right here. Have them re-kick it. Let's see if we can get farther down the field. I had this happen to me once. I kicked it out of bounds twice. My head coach, he was livid. He looks like the little guy from the Emotions movie. What is that?
Inside Out.
Inside Out. He looks like the red guy. He's like, Moose! Exploding like a lava volcano.
So they'll back up the Tigers and re-kick this one from the 35-yard line this time. This may give the Knights a chance to run this one back. Ledger Holmes, and I believe that is Isaac Fanua over on the far side. Bradley's kicked this one, a line drive kick, and that will be picked up by Fanua. And Fanua's got room. There he goes on the far side, and he lowers his shoulder at the 43-yard line, kind of just stopped his progress there.
Usually kickers don't get in the way like that. I love the effort. Way to go, young man. You got the wrong color shoes, but the right attitude. And that's what we need from every kicker. He didn't stop him, but he kind of forced him out of balance, escorted him, and that was some good stuff right there. but you got a little farther. It paid off well, and starting from the 43, we're going to have a short field, and this is a very productive Lone Peak offense, as you've already seen.
They've thrown one pass to Jaron Pula, and it's been a touchdown. That's the only play Lone Peak has thrown in this game so far. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 43 here for the Knights. Send Woolley in motion, and they'll hand this one off to Barney, who goes right into the teeth of the Orem defense and picks up 2.
My goodness, Barney the dinosaur is something not from your imagination. He's on the field right now, and he's running right at you. Yak is his name as well, getting yards after contact. He doesn't eat other dinosaurs. He eats up yards.
8 carries for 74 yards for Tate Barney last week against Crimson Cliffs. Had a touchdown to his name as well in that 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8 here for the Knights. 3 wideouts in the formation. Barney behind Christensen here. As Christensen will play action pass, throws over the middle. He's got Kenan Pula this time, and that's a 1st down for Lone Peak.
Like I said, thing 1 and thing 2. Can't tell them apart. Can't hear them because they rarely talk. But 2 studs on the football field. Utah is very lucky. Micah Simons, I know you're watching. Fantastic job getting the Pula twins.
They combined for 3 touchdowns last week in that game, opening game, in their first game at Lone Peak. 3 wideouts here for Christensen. 1st and 10 from the Orem 44-yard line. As Christensen will hand this one off to Barney, looks to bounce it outside, and it's going nowhere. And who's the first there? It's Junie Mawala.
Yeah, Barney has a problem. Junie Mawala, the BYU commit, he didn't have 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 sacks in his first game. And my goodness gracious, Junie is a man among boys. BYU is lucky to have him. They got him away from the tree. They got him away from so many other suitors. But great job, BYU, getting Junie Mawala.
His 6 sacks also lead the country in that category right now. Granted, Utah's the only team that's played so far, but as 1st down pass near side looking for Pula, and a shoestring catch from Jaron, and it's close to a 1st down, but there's a flag down back at the 47-yard line.
What I loved about Jaron right there is the NFL attitude. As you can see from your screens, he got not 1 foot down, but 2. Fantastic job by Jaron. He is trained by the one, the only Ross Oppo, and he has been doing everything right. I met with him a couple years ago. He didn't say a word, but he's like, I want to make an impact and make my family proud. Young man, you make us proud each and every week.
Penalties on Lone Peak. An illegal shift is the call, so back up the Knights 5 yards. Will bring up 2nd and 14. Make it 15. So the Knights with a little bit of work to do. We talked with head coach Brock Bank. Penalties were an issue a little bit in that Crimson Cliffs game. Led to a couple of points. Looking to clean that up here in week 2 as they go to work for 2nd and 15. Tigers back off. Christensen resettles. That one's tipped at the line and incomplete. And that's number 4 for the Tigers. That is MJ Bateman with the pass deflection.
Calvin Gardner right there. His eyes were as big as watermelons. He's like, I got it. And he didn't quite get to it yet. But MJ Bateman, I love to see him. He was cracking me up last week. He's like, you talk about all the other Tigers. Why aren't you talking about me? And I'm like, listen here, Bateman. You make some plays. I'll talk about you. Don't you fret. And there's one right there. Get your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care.
3rd and long here for Lone Peak. 4 wideouts for Christensen here as he'll roll to the left. Sets up for the deep ball, looking for Pula, and it's too long, incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
Fantastic job showing your arm strength, but we need to work on the accuracy a little bit right there, Cruz. I love what you're doing, though.
A little bit of a wind kind of blowing from left to right, so had the wind at his back there and kind of sailed down a little bit. So the Knights will punt. Sam Parker is back to kick for Lone Peak. You've got, looks like Beckham Curtis back for the Tigers at his own 10. One, as this kick, good kick. As this one will go all the way into the end zone, catches that wind, Moose, and it'll be a touchback.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Be careful, be careful. You know, you got to be careful with the wind. Play it. If you're not going coffin corner, kick it high and short, and let's get them under the 20. Make it so they have to work to get a touchdown. But 80 yards is a long way to go still.
So the Orem offense comes back out, coming off that big play to Stonebreaker to cut the lead in half. Able to dissect the Lone Peak defense for that first score, see what they have in store here on this drive. This will be the 5th drive of this first quarter for the Tigers. They'll send Stonebreaker in motion. Low snap, handoff to Oliver Bills on the draw, and he makes a good gain, picks up 8 on first down.
Fantastic job there. Getting the flow of the defense going one way and attacking the other way. I mean, Sun Tzu would be proud. That's some art of war thought processes going on right there. Love to see it.
Tavita Mwanga on the tackle, 2nd and 2 here for the Tigers. They'll spread this one out, 4 wideouts. The Bills in the backfield. Final minute of our first quarter. Tigers trying to tie the game back up. Kahava hands off to Bills. That's going nowhere. First one there. Caleb Hoyle with the defensive stop, and it's a loss of 3.
Caleb Hoyle, the 6'2", good size, 180-pound defensive tackle came in. And here's the thing. He just shot that gap, did a fantastic job, and that may take us to the quarter.
We got 2 seconds difference, though, between the game clock and the play clock. So we'll see what the Tigers want to do here. Down to 15 seconds in the opening quarter. 3rd and 4. They'll take the final snap. Kaava, good pocket. He'll roll. Cuts upfield, and it's got the first down to cap off an entertaining first quarter here at Lone Peak.
The flying Hawaiian does it again, using his legs, using his big body, all 6'4" of him. Love to see that. He's more known as a pocket passer, but nay, not on that one.
So that'll do it for the first quarter here from Lone Peak High School, our KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week. After 1, it's the Lone Peak Knights 14 and the Orem Tigers 7. Stay tuned, second quarter coming up next.
At Skin Science Institute, we offer top-tier educational experience in aesthetics, including the finest facility, the most comprehensive curriculum, and a team of highly experienced professionals. We take pride in our fun and exciting culture to give our students a positive learning environment while training on the best machinery the industry has to offer. We ensure our graduates not only receive the best education, but also step into their careers with confidence thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Quarter number 2 here between Lone Peak and Orem. The Tigers trailing 14-7 as we start our second quarter, but a big first down there from Taden Kaava. His legs have been the difference so far here for Orem.
Yeah, fantastic job there. I appreciate Austin McChesney letting me know that the mic doesn't work. One of my favorite families here, the McChesney clan.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line as Kaava will hand this one off.
Oh,
And again, that one goes nowhere.
Grimy, the Grim Reaper, my goodness, Anthony. He just stuck him for a gain of a yard. This is probably the best inside backer in the state right now. I love watching Anthony Grimmer, the Grim Reaper. I mean, he's grimy, he's grimmy, he's Grim Reaper-y. I love everything about him. Keep going, Anthony. Number 9 on the field, but number 1 in your hearts. And someone you don't want to see on the offensive side of the ball.
Cooper Stosic also in there to make the tackle for Lone Peak. Brings up 2nd and 9. 4 wide out to the disposal of Kaava. He'll look to throw. Pressure collapsing.
Ooh.
And he goes down, almost stripped, as a good tackle there by number 18, Isaiah Hafoka with the tackle.
Man, Isaiah, I think he was Tate King.
Tate King, 16, excuse me.
Yeah, not the biggest defensive end. He had an opportunity there to chop the ball out of his hands. Taden's got to be careful keeping that ball near his body. But fantastic job getting a 3rd and long opportunity here for the Orem Tigers. but they've gotten it before. Can they get it again?
Loss of 3 makes it 3rd and 12 from their own 30. Need to get to the 42 for a first down. 4 wideouts, 5 wideouts now for the Tigers. Stonebreaker goes in motion, and Kaava will roll right. Looking to keep it himself. He will, and he'll just slide at the 35, well short of the line of gain.
Yeah, of course, Anthony's right there. Kaava got the 5. That's what they've been able to do in the 3rd and shorts. He'd get 5 here, 5 there. But when it's 3rd and 13 and they've got great coverage, you can't get 5.
So that'll bring the punt team back out for Orem. Isa Naliai will be punting this one away.
So interesting. Isa Naliai, the Pula twins, the Tipa Naliai, all these Timpview Thunderbirds just dispersed the whole flock, it feels like.
Naliai on the kick. Good line drive
Ooh.
kick. As this will be a Ledger Holmes picks it up at his own 30. Breaks out of a tackle, and he's got room up the near side. There it goes. Holmes up the near side, out of bounds at the 25 as Naliai makes the tackle.
Ledger Holmes, the Sky Ridge monster, coming out all the way from whatever. He came from Salem Hills, Ledger Holmes. But once again, dirty laundry. No, don't do the special boys like that.
Flag back at the 45-yard line there, so this one will be coming back.
Holding. Number 22 on the return team.
Oof.
Take our penalty from the spotted foul. Will be first down, Lone Peak.
Cooper Stosic called for the holding penalty, and that will back up the Knights. What would have been 1st and 10 near the 25-yard line, backs up into their own territory at the 35.
That may have been a little bit debatable. We may need to have a chat about that after. But Lone Peak, great return. Ledger Holmes showing his stuff. Here's the thing. There's way too many weapons for Lone Peak. The Kaili twins, the Pula twins, Ledger Holmes. You're just like, wow, Tate Barney. And you're still missing Sean Tahi. You're still missing your starting quarterback as well.
With Akana out, there's 4 of the top 10 recruits in the state of Utah playing in this game tonight. As they'll hand this one off to Fanua, who looks to break it out on the far side, gets a block, and he's got the first down.
Well, 4 of the top 10 for this class.
Yeah.
What we got to realize is Orem's offensive line, full of the class of 28, they're all there. Then you've got Steeler Westley, just named a top 50 prospect in the country. That he's a 28 as well.
Out to the 50-yard line, brings up 1st and 10 here for Lone Peak. Coming up on 9 minutes to go to halftime. It's been a fun one here so far. Big plays have been the score so far tonight. As Christensen will hand this one off back to Fanua, and Fua finds a seam and picks up 5. There on the tackle is Isa Naliai.
Yeah, I was like, man, someone came in and laid the wood. Who could it be? Was it fire? No, it was ice.
I knew where you were going with that one.
Welcome to Dad Joke Central. If you have problems, my Venmo is always at Moose Bingham.
Of course, Isa Naliai joining the Pula Twins at Utah next year. A lot of the prospects that are playing in this game have committed to either BYU or Utah.
Or Baylor, let's not leave them out.
Wesley, and then Kaava's the Alabama commit as Christensen looks to throw near side, connects with Holmes, and he gets to the 35, and it's another first down for Lone Peak.
Christensen has been very impressive to me. He's putting into a nice little resume together over these last 2 games. And Will Rasmussen right there, number 0. He has an offer to Hawaii already. Coming in from a cornerback, younger man, but he was playing running back at Timpview as a freshman. Last year started at corner here, and he's getting those nice reps as a junior. He's going to develop into something nice.
1st and 10 for the 35 for Lone Peak here. Christensen with Fanua in the backfield. Christian throw, pressure comes off the side, good, able to get out of it now, pressure continuing to come, throwing over the middle, almost intercepted.
Oh, right on a silver platter to KT. Oh my goodness, right in the breadbasket. I know Cruz wants that one back, but so does KT. Just a comedy of errors for a minute there, but impressive legs. He was zipping, he was zapping, he was getting around. Cruz Aptly named by his parents. Good job, family.
That was Easton Kojima that was trying to go for the big sack there. Brings up 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. 7:37 to go to halftime. Fanua in the backfield. He'll take the handoff on 2nd down. Looking for a seam and goes maybe 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, you can trick a lot of defenders. You're not going to trick that one right there. But fantastic job. And now we're in a 3rd and long situation for Lone Peak. Can they respond? Because we haven't seen them do many of these tonight.
Say this is only their 3rd offensive possession for the Knights. They had the long touchdown and they had to punt the ball away. It'll be 3rd and 8. Need to get to the 25-yard line for a 1st down. They'll send 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the near with Fanua in the backfield. Christensen to throw. Here comes Moala. That throw over the middle's got Keenan Pula. He takes a shot, but holds onto it for the 1st down.
Oh my goodness, this is a violent football game. It's like watching a college one, honestly. Bodies flying, man. But Kennan right there showing you, hey, there's a reason Utah wants him. There's a reason Alabama wants him. We have Kennan had an Alabama offer, as did Jaron as well. But they still chose the local University of Utah.
1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield now. So they'll hand this one up. Fake the handoff. Christensen scoots his way for about a gain of 1.
Little boot scooting boogie right there. Getting a couple yards, not many. But Easton Fujima was right there, and Junie Mawala is always there. I asked Coach Reynolds, I was like, what's it like having Junie Mawala? And he's like, you could have asked me the same thing. What's it like having Puka Nakua? It's fantastic. I love having these guys here. You're getting Division I prospects that have NFL potential on your team. What a blessing.
A lot of talent on both these squads here tonight. Under 6 minutes to go to halftime, 2nd and 9. Christensen to throw. Fires over the middle. That one's incomplete, too high for his intended receiver, Thomas Herget, and they'll bring up 3rd down.
Yep, but nice thing now, we're in field goal range. I know everyone's excited about that. That's what we got to be watching for, field goals, all that jazz. So we do have a pretty swirling wind tonight. Looks to be in the face of the kicker, going from the left side of your screen to the right. So it's an interesting situation. A lot of coaching calls going on now.
3rd and 9 here. 4 wideouts at the disposal of Christensen. Now man in motion makes it 5. Christensen looking over the middle. Tipped ball incomplete. Intended for Pula. And it's 4th down.
Man. Just a bit high on that one. And we're bringing out the field goal unit. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Welcome the kicker onto the field. Let's go. He's been standing by the coach since they were at the 40.
This will be the 1st field goal attempt of the season for Jake Barker. It'll be a 33-yard attempt from the left hash mark. Snaps good, holds good as well. Good kick. Woo. And it's through.
Oh, yeah. That's what we like to see from the special boys down there. Fantastic hold by Tony Grimmer, of course, and great kick right there as well. So, getting points on the board in a game like this makes a huge difference. Whether it's a touchdown, whether it's a field goal, whether it's a safety or an extra point, this game is going to be like unto a dish. Tight!
5:33 to go to halftime. Glad you guys could join us for KSL Sports Rewind's game of the week. First field goal we've seen of the season, Moose.
You know, I can never get enough field goals. If we just had kickers go out and do one field goal after another, I'd be okay with a game like that.
So we'll see the Tigers back on offense. We saw a very offensive first quarter. Things a little bit slower. The defense is starting to find it out here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that first quarter I was definitely offended.
You had a 70-yard pick six for Lone Peak, followed by an 80-yard touchdown for Lone Peak, followed by a 70-yard touchdown for Orem.
And then a field goal.
And then a field goal.
Don't you forget my field goal out there. Ooh, sneaky.
Snub kick, and it'll be fielded by the upman at the 41-yard line.
Just like Mr. Deeds Butler, that was sneaky, sir.
That kick is fielded by number 86.
That was number 86, Todd Lewis, the tight end for the Tigers. Junior tight end makes the stop, and it'll be good field position here for the Tigers.
Lewis, I'm sure he's related to Chad, seeing his older brother came through the program recently. And we do love Chad Lewis, just a Super Bowl legend, local player, and overall good human being.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Cava with Curtis in the backfield, throws quickly to the far side. That one's short and incomplete.
Pass batted down by Tate King.
Tate King gets a hand on it. Brings him second down.
Tate King, he's been gold tonight. He's gotten his hands in the throwing lanes. He's chased down, done some good heel lining. He's a nice little edge player.
Able to get in on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Tigers. Tigers under the direction of Lance Reynolds, 3rd season with the Tigers. I got a trivia question coming up for you after this play here, Moose.
Oh, bring it on.
2nd and 10. Hand this one off to Curtis. Navigates his way through out near midfield. Picks up 6.
And that's what we want, short third. Let's get those sticks moving. There's nothing better than seeing sticks moving on the field. The only time it's better is when I'm at my favorite Thai restaurant.
All right, you ready for the trivia question?
Bring it on.
There's been one meeting in the last 22 years between Orem and Lone Peak. Who was the starting quarterback for Orem the last time these two teams played? I'll tell you the answer
It's
in a minute.
Lance.
Cava, 3rd and 5. Wide open on the far side is Po Faumui, and he's got the first down.
Say that name fast 3 times, but I'm guessing Lance Reynolds.
You're correct. Lance Reynolds, the 3rd.
He is on his mission right now in New Zealand. Kamate, kahe.
That was a game in 2020, the COVID year.
I had to think really hard on that one because I'm like, I know Orem played Corner Canyon. I know Noah Sewell was on that team. So I had to do my Orem football history running through my brain.
And you did pretty darn good, I would say. And they'll hand this one off, and there's Curtis again. And he gets maybe 3, call it 3 on first down.
Yeah, Toa Tonavasa coming in there. Love to see that. I believe Toa was at Timpview as well. So, of course.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, not only do we have to keep track of who's on the field now, but where they were last year and where they will be next year.
I'll just make a statement and say I go and put my stats for each week and kind of go on who's here and who's not. There's a lot of red on both these teams. 2nd down, handed off to Curtis again, and he's near the first down, spun around at the 35. He'll be about a 2 yards shy.
Kingston became a bull rider right there. Oh, and some dirty laundry coming out. Someone may have said something naughty. Might need to go to their bishop after this game.
Flags right at the line of scrimmage there. Or where the end of the play was, I should say.
I think if it's on Lone Peak, Brockbank may lose his mind.
And I think something did get said because they're bringing in the coaches.
Oh, no. We've already lost a player for the first 2 games of this season. It might be a warning. It might be something. But I hope it wasn't a naughty word said.
0 tolerance on the foul language. We saw it last year. That ended up being a factor in the 6A title game.
Oh, it cost Lone Peak the game. Let's be honest here. Or it's a sideline warning. I don't know.
He wants everybody to huddle up here.
Okay.
So, yeah, something must have been said here. So maybe an ejection, maybe a warning here.
Oh, there's 0 tolerance. It's 1 and you're done. That's why I enjoy watching baseball. 3 strikes and you're out. football, it is not that way.
Sounds like the conference has concluded. Wait, and we'll see what the call is here. As Coach Brockbank has ordered his entire team to huddle up here. Same on Orem's side, as Coach Reynolds has all the Tigers together.
We'll just call this basically a timeout, I think. Gives you more time as an OC to think about what's going on. But it looks like it's on Orem as my voice cracks.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 66 on the offense. Number 76 has been disqualified.
Whoa.
That'll be the senior Warren Matina is out of this game. He's ejected for unsportsmanlike conduct.
The only senior on the offensive line coming in at guard. They were excited about him, but they're going to be a real underclassmen heavy offensive line for the next little bit.
As we mentioned before, most of that offensive line sophomores for the Tigers.
Most of them 4 out of 5. The last time they had it like this, they had Kingsley Suamataia. They had 3 other guys that I can't remember. And then they had one senior that I can remember. It was Watts that came in from Pleasant Grove. That was a senior, and everyone else was like sophomores or freshmen.
So on top of the ejection, it's a 15-yard penalty. It backs it all the way up to the 50-yard line here. For the third down again, they need to get to the 33-yard line. And it'll be third and long here for the Tigers.
That'll be 3 games he's missing now. So the next half of this and then the next 2. Brutal rule.
As the clock now restarts. Now third and long here for Orem. 4 wideouts for Kaava. Knights bring pressure. Kaava tries to stay in the pocket and he goes down. It's a tag team effort. It's going to be Tag Zunda and Tavita Moonga that come together for the sack and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Tag Zundel, but really you see the dropping into coverage. That was really a coverage sack right there. Fantastic job by the defense on both levels.
So bringing out the punt unit for the Tigers. Back to receive Toa Tanabasa and Ledger Holmes for the Knights. Ison Naliaya to kick for Orem.
I feel really honored. Before this game, I got a shirt that said the Special Boys, and that's what they call the special teams here.
It's a good kick from Naliai. Holmes calls fair catch near his own 20, and that's where the Knights will start.
It's always fun, teams that take pride in special teams, and this Lone Peak team does, as well as the Orem team. Special teams, I mean, it's the most important third of the game, as we all know.
So the Knights will come out from their own. They give him a pretty decent spot at the 23-yard line there.
Yeah, he called a fair catch, and then he meandered on back after.
2:51 to play. We saw that the Knights have no problem moving the football. They scored in about 30 seconds last week against Crimson Cliffs.
Yeah.
Still all 3 timeouts at the disposal of Cruz Christensen in this offense.
Here's the hard thing. You can't double cover both Pula twins, and so it's man on man.
They'll hand this one off, and Fanua goes nowhere, and it's Moala with the tackle for loss, his second tonight.
Yep, Moala representing Tonga right there, giving you the T. You love to see it. Davis was really sad to lose him for obvious reasons, but BYU's even more excited. They're like, hey, you're already close to campus. Why don't you come play this week?
That's now 8 tackles for loss for Moala in less than 6 quarters.
Oh, that's it? Goodness. He's really fighting his way to be Defensive Player of the Year.
3 wideouts for Christensen on second down. Looks to throw. Far side's got Pula, and Pula's got a first down out near the 34-yard line.
We'll see. It's close.
It's right there. They spot him right at the 33 there.
I think the ref's calling him short.
Yep, it'll be third and very short here.
Just like the basketball coach at Alta saw me, he said, hey, you're a little short. Never mind.
Oh, never mind. They give it to him.
Just like the basketball coach at Alta told me, he said, you're tall enough.
Just enough there to get the first down. That'll move the chains for the Knights with 2:05 to go. Barney in the backfield, takes the handoff on first down and gets out past the 35, picks up 4.
Barney has to be the least fun person in this state to tackle this year. And I love seeing these guys out here. Lone Peak always has a wonderful fullback type player, whether it's Barney the dinosaur or Max. Oh my gosh. There's too many names floating in my head. There's the dude that hurdled someone at BYU that we love. There's Max.
Ball Moose tries to remember, second down. Quick pass over the middle's caught. Good catch by Seth Woolley for a first down.
Man, that's the other thing. You'll have another player come out of nowhere like Seth right there. Came in, took that. No, that's Ledger Holmes. Came in and did a great job right there getting the contested catch.
Spread it out here on first down at the 43-yard line. Tigers show pressure. Throw far side's caught and wrestled out of bounds is Pula.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of Max Durfee, the Durfee Dozer. I'm sorry, everyone. I have too many names floating in my head at this point. I'm too old for this.
1:02 to go at the 38-yard line for 2nd and 5.
All I'm trying to say is Barney is a stud.
He's already surpassed his entire total of last season. Granted, Sean Tahi was the feature back for Lone Peak last year.
Yeah, Barney's put in a ton of work, but let's come in 5 wide. Why not? Goodness.
Christensen going to let it rip here, 2nd and 5. Check with the sideline. And a timeout's going to be called. A little communication.
Ran out of time on the clock right there. They were trying to get him to jump, and they didn't. So great time for a timeout. You haven't used one yet. There's a minute left. You can't keep them to the next half, so why not burn them?
So 1:02 to go. We'll thank some of our sponsors for tonight's game. Skin Science is the presenting sponsor of Lone Peak football. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Visit SkinScienceInstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now. Also brought to you by Kessler Allaire. For a range of reasons, call it Kessler Allaire Insurance Services. National Auto Plaza, where you can find the best deals on the best cars, trucks, and SUVs with our legendary $3,500 rebate. PKJ Design Group, landscape architects and planners, quality, innovative, and environmental design. Also brought to you by Reef Capital, expect the best, and Johnston Law. It starts up front with a winning team. Johnston Law has been helping businesses succeed at every stage for over 15 years. Call or text today at 801-980-5300.
The one thing I love is the music's getting better. There's nothing better than some Young Gravy blessing our eardrums.
So a reset, 2nd and 5 here for the Knights. They'll go 5 wideouts again.
They're seeing some mismatches they like. You can tell. They like Ledger Holmes. They like the Pula twins. It's just fun to see this. They don't have that dominant tight end that they had last year, though.
Christensen going to fire, looking for Pula into triple coverage and comes up with a catch. Down to the 29-yard line. Clock will stop for the first down.
Man, they're liking that outside mismatch right there, but my goodness gracious, what a ballsy catch by Kenan Pula.
1st and 10, Christensen, near side Pula, and almost to another first down, picks up 9. 45 seconds left.
Here's the thing, the Pulas, their mismatches with anyone they've got. You can't just do a man-to-man. You need someone jamming at the line. You need cloud coverage over top, but then that opens up things for Barney right there.
2nd and 1 upcoming here for the Knights. 45 seconds to go left here in the second quarter. Knights are knocking on the door here, up by 10. 5 wideouts again for Christensen, looks to throw. Near side, connects with his receiver, and out towards the 10-yard line is number 29, Thomas Herget, first catch tonight.
Yeah, man, this is just death by 1,000 cuts, by 1,000 different knives. Here's the deal. You've got so many receivers, I don't know who you're going to double coverage, but you have to make sure the Pula twins do not beat you over the top because they both can blow the top off a defense. I'll tell you that right here and right now.
Be a new set of downs here at the 11-yard line. They can get to the 1-yard line for another first down with 40 seconds left here in the second. Send a man in motion. Hand this one off to Barney. He's got a gap. Out breaks the tackle at the 5, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh my goodness! Barney Tate, I love to see it. 6'1", 210 pounds, in the same build as Mason Wake and the Durfee Dozer. I think Tate's faster than either one of those, though. He is a stud, a 4.4 40, and I love to watch Tate Barney. He is a kid that has added another dynamic to this offense. And once you get Keppa back in, you're going to see Little John shots, everybody.
Barker's kicks up, and it is good with 34.9 left to go.
But did they leave too much time on the clock? We saw this last week, Matt.
We will see it. Orem's lone touchdown's been a long connection to Stonebreaker here, but with 34.9, it's 24-7 Lone Peak now. If you are Lance Reynolds and the Orem coaching staff, do you let him rip or do you play for halftime here?
You only get an Alabama commit. I mean, there's only been, how many Alabama commits at the quarterback position have there been in Utah?
The last one would have been Cooper Bateman.
Cooper Bateman, absolutely correct. So that's 2.
That's the last one I can remember. So
quarterback commits. We've had a couple other kids. The Latu kid from Olympus went there, played tight end. But it's very rare for people from the state of Utah to go to the great state of Alabama. And when you have that type of talent, let him air it out. He can throw the ball a country mile. Let's show him this country mile. And it should be a returnable kick as well, kicking into the wind.
Barker tees it up here. Beckham Curtis and Isa Naliai are back to field this at about their own 7. Expecting this one to come up short, and it will. Curtis will field it at his own 6.
Oh,
Curtis looking for a seam, gets out past the 20 and no further.
Someone forgot to block there.
With the return out to the 24-yard line.
So with 29 seconds left, all 3 timeouts here for the Tigers as well.
He's tackled by Kingston Showshine.
So what I liked about that kickoff was the trajectory of the ball. What you want, if it's going to be short, make sure it's high so that we can get our guys down there and we can limit the return yards from the kickoff.
So Kaava and the offense come back out. 2 backs in the backfield here for the Tigers.
And looks like we've got 2 deep safety, man.
And Kaava's just going to take the knee, and that will be the end of the half.
That will be the end of this half of play.
So the Tigers elect not to try and put points on the board. It'll be the Knights that get the ball out of the halftime timeout. But at the half, it is 24-7 in favor of the Knights, and it's been a fun one here so far, Moose.
This Lone Peak team, I remember 2 years ago, I was calling Lone Peak games, and it seemed like they lost every single game. Mountain Ridge came in here, gave them a walloping. We're not seeing that anymore. This Lone Peak squad says, hey, we're sick to our stomachs. We didn't win state last year. Let's see what we can do this year. And you can see that they've been training with a chip on their shoulders.
So the Knights will get the ball when we come back. We are at the half here in KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. It is the Lone Peak Knights 24 and the Orem Tigers 7. Stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so after the halftime break and bring you the second half here on KSL Sports Rewind.
Hi, I'm Austin Strong, CEO of Tab Bank. As a former high school athlete in the state of Utah, I recognize how big of a role high school sports can play in developing student athletes' lives, even outside of the sports they play. For me, high school sports taught me how to work as a team, how to lead through adversity, how to share success, and how to face all challenges. While I didn't become a professional athlete, it was these skills that gave me a head start in life after my high school career was over. That's why Tab Bank is proud to sponsor KSL Sports Rewind's mission to highlight and promote student athletes and the communities in which they play. As a proud Bonneville Laker, I know the importance of the role a community plays in the success of a team, and I wanted to create a banking environment that gave our customers that Friday night lights feeling of community and togetherness. Our goal is to provide you a premium banking experience that will help aid you to accomplish any goal that you have in your life. We believe that whether you are a heavy favorite or the battle-tested underdog, Tab Bank can provide you a winning game plan for any of your financial needs.
Back ready to start our second half between the Lone Peak Knights and the Orem Tigers, with the Knights having a 24-7 lead. Matt Coma, Moose Bingham, and Moose. That was a pretty entertaining first half, but the Knights starting to kind of pull away in that second quarter.
Yeah, this is what happened last week. It was a battle up until the depth of Lone Peak really starts to show in the second quarter, in the fourth quarter. And you see that, and you're like, whoa, what's happening? Because at Orem, you don't have as many players. You're going to have guys that go both ways. You're going to have guys that get tired pretty quick. But they have to find some solutions. This is not a 5A team they're going against. This is the 6A Lone Peak Knights with Bob Muitolo, with all of these star-studded players. And so you have to bring your big boy pads when you play the Lone Peak Knights.
Lone Peak will get the ball to start the second half. They deferred the coin toss after winning it to start our game today. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week tonight. We're just moments away from getting set to start quarter number 3. We'll see Lone Peak on offense first. Kind of a well-balanced attack for Lone Peak. They've got a touchdown through the air. They've got a touchdown on the ground. They do have a defensive touchdown as well. That's been the 3 scores tonight for the Knights.
Yeah, you can't really point out one player and be like, that's been the difference. It's a full team effort, and that's what Brockbank wants. He wants teams to game plan for everyone, so you can't game plan for anyone.
Final prep going over here. As we mentioned, the 3 scores for the Knights. They had the field goal in the second quarter to add to their tally for their 24 points. Max Stonebreaker's got the lone touchdown for the Tigers tonight. A 70-yard pass from Taden Kaava.
Fantastic play right there. But fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice hasn't happened yet tonight.
That's true.
That's what we're hoping to see will happen later in this game.
Again, no Kawe Akana tonight for the Orem Tigers, out with an injury tonight, so a little shorthanded at the receiving core are the Tigers tonight. Corsicana, the BYU commit.
Yeah, BYU is lucky to have Akana. Phenomenal human being, phenomenal family, but little injury prone tonight.
As we are underway with our third quarter, this one will be in play for the Knights. As Fanua holds, has a seam. Out past the 30, another good return for the Knights, and they start with good field position.
Special teams, special players, that's what I say. Only me, ever. But Isaac Fanua, he's doing a great job as kind of that change of pace, 1-2 punch running back as well.
So we'll see Cruz Christensen in the offense back out. Has the 1 touchdown pass tonight. The long strike to Pula on the first play of offense for the Knights tonight. Other than that, it's been the run game that's been working for the Knights so far, but both the Pula brothers have had some good catches scattered here and there. Just the one big play, though, between the two. As we get set to go first and 10, 2 backs in the backfield. Christensen will keep it. Looking for the deep shot for Pula's got it. We mentioned him just a second ago, and he's into Orem territory.
Yeah. They said, we open up the first half this way. Let's see if we can do it again. And gosh golly, they did. Christensen, Cruz does a great job looking, biding time, and then throwing strikes. I love to watch this offense, and it's a well-called game so far.
Jaron Pula's got the touchdown tonight. That's Kenan Pula with the big gain that puts Lone Peak on the door of the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 22. He's making the last minute substitution is Cameron Way. 3 wideouts here for Christensen. Tigers show pressure, and they'll hand this one off. And Fanua lowers the shoulder to the 20 before he's met by the Tigers. Good tackle there by number 2 for the Tigers. That's Ziki Baea.
Yeah, this Orem Tiger defensive line is phenomenal. They're not going to see another offensive line like this all year long. I'll tell you that. And Gary Pay has done a fantastic job year in and year out as the offensive line coach. What a blessing to have him here. And his wife is amazing too. I was at BYU practice yesterday. She brought some crumble cookies. And I'm like, man, the twin pays, just pay it forward.
2nd and 8. Christensen throws it over the middle. Connects with the receiver and a late hit. Jaron Pula on the catch and a late flag flies.
That was some Utah on Utah action right there. They're going to call a big hit, basically, is what I'm going to call that foul.
They'll call, the defensive receiver call.
But Jaron Pula is all 6'3", about 215. I don't think he's ever been defenseless his whole life.
As we have a conference here.
Illegal helmet contact, number 2.
Illegal helmet contact is the call on Orem. That'll be half the distance to the goal. So Lone Peak with 1st and goal upcoming here on their opening drive of the second half.
So this is where you bring the real 1-2 punch. Barney goes in at fullback. You've got the Pula brothers outside, and this is a tough team to stop at this point.
I formation, they'll hand this one off to Fanua and gets a yard.
But you can if you're Orem.
Naliai on the tackle.
He's stopped by Isa Ngoliai.
Isa has been everywhere. Honestly, that was one of the biggest losses for Timpview this last year.
Isa playing from the safety position. He's been near the line of scrimmage a lot tonight. 2nd and goal from the 5 here for Lone Peak. Under 10 minutes to go. First drive of the 3rd quarter here for the Knights. Trying to cap it off and extend the lead. They'll stay in the I formation, send both receivers to the right. It's the Pula twins out there.
Oh, this is a mismatch.
Jaron comes center. They'll hand this one off. Fanua lowers his head and fights for the goal line. Gets to the 2. Brings up 3rd down.
I would say we're in 4 down territory here. And they're just chipping away after getting inside the red zone. You look to the right on that last play. Both Pula brothers single coverage. That's why I was saying mismatch. And they may come back to that formation if you're getting one-on-ones.
Poaching 3 minutes gone on the drive. 3rd and goal from the 2 here for Lone Peak. Fanua in the I formation, gets the handoff a 3rd time. He's at the line. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Lone Peak.
Oh, man, whenever you see those arms go up, it's always a good feeling. Great job just pounding the rock, getting what they give you, whether that's 2-3 yards, and understanding that they can get another down after that. Fantastic job by Lone Peak offense and offensive coaching staff right there.
4th different night to find the end zone tonight. Barker on for the extra point. And
just
whistles before the kick.
That was just a lot of bit early on that one.
So we'll reset and do it again.
We call that defensive encroachment.
Coach Brockbank will come out, see what he wants to do on this one.
I just declined the penalty. As a kicker, you're so used to kicking a PAT, it's actually weird to go forward, to be honest with you. Well, the ref, his mic isn't working.
They'll accept it. They'll retry.
Honestly, I'd go for 2 at this point, but whatever.
So both teams have committed offside infractions on extra points tonight. Both teams have accepted those penalties, and both have proceeded to kick the field goal.
So you see Grimmer right now. He's counted it off. He's like, where are we? He's like, I got to be 7 yards away. Okay, here we go.
High snap. Good catch there by Grimmer, and the extra point's up and good.
And the kick is good.
So the snapper for Lone Peak is doing a fantastic job. One of the top snappers in the country as well. Special teams, special players.
All right, 8:50 to play. The Knights extend the lead. It's a 24-point lead, 31-7 here on KSL Sports Rewind. I want to thank some more of our sponsors here for KSL Sports Rewind. Enjoy the game with peace of mind. Your home is protected 24/7 with Safe Street Smart Security, serving 46 states with the country's top 5-star rating. 150,000 5-star reviews in 3 years. One home automation. Leave it to the nation's best. That's Safe Streets at safestreets.com. So a pretty efficient first drive for Lone Peak. We'll see how Orem responds here, Moose.
Yeah, that's what Orem wanted to do on their first drive. Didn't quite get around to it. But they have to start taking risks now if they want to get back into this game.
Parker to kick. Beckham, Curtis, and Oliver Bills this time are back to field this one, and it will be in play here on the near side. And bragging a seam and making his way out to the 35. That's Bills with a good return for the Tigers.
Fantastic tackle by number 21, Toa Tanavasa. I mean, great job coming around, streaking, getting right to the returner. That was some fantastic special teams play because I thought he was gone for a second there.
Some good returns from both teams here tonight. Friendly reminder, the clock on your screen is not an official clock. Will be starts and stops at random times. So we try to keep it as close as we can, but have a little patience with us. We'll try to give you as close to the action as we can. 8:42 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for Orem. It's Kaava will fake the handoff, rolls out to his right, fires on the middle, connects with his receiver, and a first down as they push the pile. And I believe that's number 10. That is Pofau Mui with the catch.
Fantastic job right there by number 10. Reading, getting a catch in a lot of congested Lone Peak territory, but that was a really impressive first play.
So a new set of downs for the Tigers at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Kaava with Bills in the backfield. Or excuse me, Stonebreaker's back there. He fakes the handoff, lost the ball, but able to pick it back up and pick up 3 yards.
Lone Peak is really trying to keep everything in front of them. You'll see they've got this cover 4 shell going on, and they're just saying, hey, we're not going to let you beat us over the top. If you take time off the clock, fantastic. But, of course, that tackle was by the Grim Reaper.
It's been everywhere again tonight for Lone Peak. Under 8 minutes now to play. 2nd and 7 here for the Tigers. They'll spread this one out. 5 wideouts here for Taden Kaava. And a flag flies.
Oh, false start.
False start on Orem. That'll back them up 5 yards. Didn't even really get a chance to get to the line of scrimmage before that one.
That'll drive Coach Reynolds nuts. He'll be losing it out there because that's just a penalty you can't have. Procedural penalties are no bueno, if you excuse my Spanish.
Stay 5 wide. 2nd and 12. Kaava feels the pressure, steps up, takes a deep shot.
Whoa.
And is that caught?
Yep.
It is, and it's Stonebreaker for a first down.
Stonebreaker sneaks behind that defense, does a great job, but that was about 2 milliseconds away from being a sack. Great job by Taden, getting the ball out, keeping his eyes downfield, finding his receiver, and you love to see this. That's what the usual role of Kawe Akana, but Stonebreaker's doing a great job getting in there and showing his versatility as well.
Spot the ball at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Kaava, pressure comes, throws far side, in and out of the hands of Faumui.
Oh, Faumui wants that one back, I'll tell you right now.
Number 10, Mo Faumui, the intended receiver.
Brings up 2nd down here. Had a little bit of room on that far side if he could have made the catch.
Yep. But this isn't horseshoes and hand grenades, I'll tell you that right now.
2nd and 10 from the 27. This one will hand off. Beckham Curtis right up the middle. And pushes the pile near the 23-yard line. Picks up 4.
Curtis is a fun little running back to watch from here. He's not going to be a bruiser, but he does a good job getting yak. And, of course, he's tackled by Kingston Stroshine, another one of these linebackers that he's really shown up and showed out. He did a great job playing baseball in the offseason for Lone Peak, and the 14-year-old just continues to impress. Love watching Stroshine. I almost want to call him Sunshine.
3rd and 6 here for the Tigers. 4 wideouts, 2 on each side. Send a man in motion, and Kava. Nowhere to go, checks it down, he's got room to run, instead throws for the end zone, incomplete. Good pass defense there from the Knights. That was number 21 for the Knights, Tawatan Avasa with the pass breakup.
The best part of that whole play was the running back coming in and really being a protector like I haven't seen since probably Maurice Jones-Drew. That was a great block by the running back, and now it's 4th down. Kickers be darned, we're going for it.
Need to get to the 17-yard line for a first down. Be 4th and 6, and they'll go for it.
Only 12 seconds on the play clock. 10, you got to get going.
Play clock down to 5. 2 and 1. They snap it just in time. Pressure up the middle. Kaava rolls out. Dumps it off. Stonebreaker with a first down. Big catch.
Big catch, big hit, and it's a massive first down. Kava is doing a great job using his legs, gaining momentum, and giving time for his receivers to get open, because when guys are shooting through the A gap, you got to get to the C gap or farther. Get out, because there is nothing but chaos there in the middle.
That's been where he's been most dynamic, is when he's been out and throwing the ball. It's where they got the touchdown in the first quarter. And now it's 1st and goal, Tigers from the 9. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Curtis. And Curtis moves it down inside the 5. Spot it right there for 2nd and goal.
Seriously, Curtis's block on that last thing, on that last series, that was a thing of beauty. I mean, that might be one of my plays of the game. That's how good that block was.
2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
Of course, you know I'm a former offensive lineman, so I would notice those things.
You see the little things, Moose.
It's the little things that count.
2nd and goal from the 5. Got Stonebreaker in the backfield here. Knights showing pressure. Kaava throws far sides. Got Bills near the goal line. Touchdown, Orem.
Fantastic job by Orem. The call came and they answered. This team last year, when they got behind to Timpview, they crumbled. But this is a gritty team that's ready to go. This changes the whole dynamic of the game. And if they can get a stop, this 4th quarter is going to become a lot more important.
That'll be the 2nd receiving touchdown of the season for Oliver Bills. Able to stretch over the line for the touchdown. Bradley on for the extra point.
Really unique kicking style here.
Kick is up, and it's good. And with 4:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter, it's a 17-point game. The Tigers answer back. It's 31-14.
Rar, rar, rar is my answer to that. Great job by Orem getting down the field and getting everything accomplished. Fantastic drive, and I love the play call on 4th down and converting it. I've been missing Kai Wesley after that first series. I haven't seen him much since then.
Has been out there, but not as active. Stonebreaker's been the big offensive threat, or vertical threat here for Orem so far in this 2nd half.
Yep.
Has the touchdown to his name as well. So Orem will kick this one away. Minor to the games. Tonight's games brought to you by G2G Bars, helping busy people eat well when they're on the goal. And by doTERRA, proud sponsor of Lone Peak football. As we get set to get back underway and see what Lone Peak has for an answer here. Ben Bradley set to kick this one, Ledger Holmes and Fanua back to receive for Lone Peak as the kick's away.
Ooh.
Short kick. And
Up
it's picked up by one of the up men. And again, good field position. That one's out past the 40.
The up back, I'm not quite sure who it was. I think it was Justin, but he was so excited that he forgot one thing, the ball. Justin, don't forget the ball. That's what this game is all about. Oh my goodness gracious. But starting at the 40-yard line, we saw the squib coming. The up back was well aware, and he almost just fell down at the 30, which probably would have been the best idea.
Yeah. 4:24 to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Lone Peak. Again, starting to find a rhythm. Scored in their last 3 possessions. They'll hand this one off to Barney. And Barney able to move that pile near the 47, picks up 5.
This is what I love about big running backs from Lone Peak. He didn't even go down. His momentum was just stopped by everyone, and it became a rugby scrum all of a sudden. And you're like, this isn't the right sport, but great attitude.
Tate Barney, 6'1", 210 pounds, senior. Able to pick up 5. 2nd and 5 here for Lone Peak. 4 wideouts with Barney in the backfield. Under 4 minutes left in the quarter. And this one, and actually keep it. Good pull from Christensen. Bounces it outside, a good pursuit. There on the outside by Naliai. Able to stop that one near the line of scrimmage.
Cruz was feeling really athletic there for a second, and then he came back down to earth. Did a great job getting a yard or 2 right there for sure. But he thinks he's a little faster than he is in all reality, bless his heart.
Correction on that, and that was KT Fetalaiga on the stop out there. Number 7, not number 1. Brings up 3rd and 4 here for the Knights. Christensen has trouble with the snap, throws, and almost intercepted. KT gets a hand on that one.
Man, he must be going to church saying his prayers at night because he's thrown 2 into the Tigers' bread baskets with no interceptions.
That's 2 that could have been intercepted, and it brings up 4th down. KT on the stop there, and the Knights will punt away, so a good stop here for Orem.
And that's exactly what Orem needed. Lone Peak didn't take too much time off the clock, just about a minute or so. But they're missing some guys here. They may have to burn a timeout.
Play clock down to 8, and they got four players racing out there. 3 seconds, 2. They'll just take the penalty here. Oh, they get the snap off right at the last second.
The punter was having trouble fielding the ball.
That checks up near the 25 and rolls to the 23 before it's collected.
I think the punter thought they were going to take the penalty as well. And he's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
They snapped that right with 1 second left. And so the Tigers come back out. They scored on their last drive. A score here could make it a 10-point game.
In all reality, pretty relatively good field position for a punt happening. They could have been pinned deep, but you're at the 23. You've got plenty of time. They've got to just get down, get a touchdown, and get this within 10, and they'll be all right.
2:49 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 23. Kaava. 1 back, 4 wideouts. Kaava fakes the pitch, fires over the middle, looking for Wesley, incomplete.
Kaava's pass falls incomplete.
Just a bit too hot right there. I know he's got a cannon that can launch it 80 yards, but sometimes you just need that 5-yard nice catchable ball.
I'll bring up 2nd down. First target of the half for Kai Wesley, a Baylor commit.
If they're going to come back, they need to keep targeting Feed the Beast.
2nd down, 10, Tigers.
Stonebreaker in the backfield with Kaava, 4 wideouts. No, fake the, actually, they give this one to Stonebreaker, gets through the first line, and no more. Gets maybe the 24-yard line, picks up maybe half a yard. So 3rd and long here for the Tigers. Need to get to the 33 for a 1st down.
So it's hard because this almost forces them to go to the air, and Lone Peak knows that. They're going to try to keep everything underneath and keep it below 10 yards right here. You see they don't have massive guys back too far right now.
Everyone was near the line of scrimmage. Now the Knights back off 3rd and 9. Kaava, pressure comes, rolls out, fires near the line, and it's incomplete, intended for Stonebreaker, and it's 4th down.
Max Stonebreaker, the intended receiver. By
Number
number 69, Joseph Adams.
So good defense from the Knights, brought the pressure on that one, and now the Tigers will bunt it away.
Yeah, Tag Zundell saw 6 going the other way. You could see it. He was just like, that's mine. And then he's like, it's a little too fast. Oh, no.
That one zipped pretty hard in there, right at the 1st down marker.
This is where Lone Peak wants to put a nail in the coffin.
Naliai to kick. It's a good kick. Holmes back at his own 37. Fields it with some space. Brings it into Orem territory, out past the 40. And the Knights will start at the 39 or 38-yard line.
Fantastic return. Ledger Holmes is finding a way to get on this field. Last week he was at Salem Hills, like I said earlier. And he's done a great job assimilating into the program, showing what he can do. And he's like, I want to play for a top program, and he came here, and he's proved that he's worthy of doing that, especially with his special teams ability. These special boys, they've done a great job tonight.
So the Knights back to work. 1st and 10 from the Orem 38. Fanua in the backfield with Cruz Christensen. Fake the handoff. Christensen looking for Kenan Pula. Makes the catch near the 31. Picks up 7.
Great job just working the corner, making them think you're going deep. Bop, 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 come back, get that 10-yard out, work your way. That's just what they do. The route tree that the Pula brothers have is amazing. Usually you see guys that can run 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 routes. All 9 are available to the Pulas and then some.
That's been the play that's been working so far tonight for Lone Peak as well. Those little 10-yard stop and goes there. Oh, and that one goes off the foot of Christensen, and it's a pileup. And the Tigers come up with it. It's Moala, his first turnover of the season, and it's Orem football.
His dad cut down trees. He cuts down O-linemen. Junie Moala. You love to see the young man be successful. That's why he came from Davis. He says, I want to be the best and play the best. Let's go. And Junie proves that he is the best week in and week out. I love to watch that. Little gaffu by the Lone Peak offense, and they had to pay because they were ready to swing the hammer into the coffin, and that nail said, not today.
That's now 6 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, and a fumble recovery this season for Junie Moala. Already making waves with the Tigers here in his senior year. So 1:01 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 36. As the Tigers get another crack at it. Knights rush 4. Kaava setting up a screen. A little high for Bills, and he gets out of the tackle. Able to get a yard past the line of scrimmage. That one looked dead from the get-go, but good play by Oliver Bills to get back past the line of scrimmage.
Grimmer came there with the Grim Reaper thought process for sure. But great job understanding the situation, not getting the flag because these refs have been very flaggy today. It's almost like going to the United Nations. There's been so many flags on the field. But great job by Orem. Great play. I just love watching both of these teams.
2nd and 9. Kaava. Option over to Bills. Got some space on the far side and lures his way near the line to gain. See where they spot him. Right at the line, and it's going to be a 1st down for Orem.
Looks like the turf monster got him, but that'll take us into the 4th quarter.
That will do it for our 3rd quarter. 3 in the books. As the Tigers looking to get back into it. They're down 17, but have the football out by midfield. We'll have the 4th quarter coming up next. After 3, it's the Lone Peak Knights 31 and the Orem Tigers 14 here on KSL Sports Rewind. We'll be right back.
14,
At Skin Science Institute, we offer top-tier educational experience in aesthetics, including the finest facility, the most comprehensive curriculum, and a team of highly experienced professionals. We take pride in our fun and exciting culture to give our students a positive learning environment while training on the best machinery the industry has to offer. We ensure our graduates not only receive the best education, but also step into their careers with confidence thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Welcome back. We have reached the fourth quarter here in KSL Sports Rewind's game of the week. Macoma, Moose Bingham with you, 31-14 in favor of the Knights, but Moose, the Tigers have the ball and can make this a game here with a couple of plays on this drive.
They absolutely could. And Taden Kavah playing the air guitar out there. He's still calm, cool, and collected. This pressure doesn't get to him. He's played in Hawaii. He's played in the mountains. He's raring to go.
1st and 10 from the 46. As Kava, good pocket, throwing a deep shot for Wesley. He's got it. And breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Tigers.
Taden Kavaa, the music man, play some more air guitar. That's what I like to see. You saw him strumming away, and then he's throwing darts. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. The Alabama commit makes it look so effortlessly right to the Baylor commit. There's something you'll probably never hear again in the state of Utah.
An Alabama commit throwing a touchdown to a Baylor commit?
Yes.
Another deep strike for this Orem offense. And we'll see Barker on for the extra point.
Oh.
Low snap. They get it in there. That one's deflected. It still finds its way through.
So this special teams unit is driving me up the wall. The holder has the wrong leg up. If the ball hits his leg, it's going to bounce forward. That's why you have your back leg up. And more than that, the kicker takes 2 steps back and 1 step over. His steps are too short, so he can't lunge into that last kick. And with that, he gets no trajectory because his leg only comes up about 6 inches. I would be livid if I was the special teams coach, but luckily I'm not. I'm the announcer.
Say Bradley's one of the soccer players, plays soccer for Orem High School.
He's doing a great job, but we need to coach him up a little bit.
Well, we said Orem could make it a game if they got a couple of good plays. They only took them 1. And it's a 10-point game. Still a lot of time left here in this one.
Yeah, Lone Peak was ready to start packing it up, putting in the backups, and Taden said, not today. If you hear the thundering elephants, you know we're going to roll Tide.
The Knights had it at the Orem 35 with a chance to extend the lead. Instead, it's a fumble leading to a Orem touchdown. Bradley on to kick this one off. And a line drive will send Holmes all the way back into the end zone. So it'll be Knight football at the 20-yard line. And Christensen, the offense, comes back out looking for an answer here. It's been Orem so far here in the second half.
Yeah. Just 1 or 2 mistakes. You can't let Orem get back in this game. They have all the talent in the world, but they're just still getting it together. This team, they've been assembled from a multitude of teams, and it's been hard to figure out, hey, I'm used to you doing this, I'm used to you doing that. But now they're figuring it out after 6 quarters together, 7 now.
The projected favorite to win the 5A title, taking it to the Knights here, trying to get back in it. Lone Peak looking for an answer. 5 wideouts on first down, high snap. And that one's batted at the line. Mawala with his second pass breakup tonight.
Junie Mawala. Here's the thing, Junie, he's really going to be a 3-tech or 4-eye at the next level, but you just see his lower half strength pushing the tackle back, pushing him back, getting his big old bear paw in the throwing lane, or cougar paw, if you will, and making it so no pass can get through.
2nd and 10 here for the Knights. Send Holmes in motion, and we'll hand this one off to Barney. He's got a seam, and out to the 25, lowers the shoulder for a gain of 7.
It's always nice when you have Tate right there to say, hey, don't worry, I'll give us a short 3rd and 3.
Able to find a good lane to run on that left side.
He's brought down by Parker and Murray.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Again, Barney being kind of sharing the duties with Isaac Fanua tonight. The two backs helping out for the injured Sean Tahi. 4 wideouts here for the Knights on 3rd and 3. Another bad snap. Christensen picks it up, pressure quick, and that one's caught by Pula. What a catch! Out to the 40, and the Ute commit with a big play.
That catch should be sponsored by Barnum and Bailey. My goodness gracious. That should have been an interception, but he got his paws in there, got the reception, and gained 5 yards as well. Jared Pula, what can't you do?
An unbelievable catch sets up 1st and 10 for the Knights. The biggest highlight reel play of the night. 4 wideouts here from Christensen. Hands off to Barney, breaks it out to the right, and trips over the 45-yard line.
That's a really good soccer tackle right there. We call it a sliding tackle.
That's Burnham Sedweek's on the tackle for Orem. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Man. Just like another great night I've talked about, Sir William von Liechtenstein. He was asked, how do you beat him? And they said, on a lance on a horse, impossible. I beat him with a stick at night. Same answer for Barney the dinosaur.
There goes Fanua, big gain. And Fanua in Orem territory picks up a big gain.
Fanua, great job right there. He's so quick, and that's just what you want with the 1-2 punch. You get the big back, boom, 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 and then the zip back, zip.
We got fireworks going on in the neighborhood behind us when Fanua is making the big play. Puts Lone Peak in Orem territory, 1st and 10 at the 34. Another handoff, Fanua outside, cuts it inside, and picks up about 5, call it, wow, give him 8.
Wow. Just switching it up. You can't plan to go against this offense and stop one part of it. You stop the passing, you've got the running. You stop the running, the big running, you've got the quick running. You stop everything, impossible.
You see the fireworks in the background thanks to Doug, our cameraman tonight.
My goodness, Doug is on his A game per usual.
Always is. Always on the A game. 2nd and 2 here for the Knights. Christensen, fake handoff. Now elects to run, and out past the 25, might have got the first down.
Christensen keeps the ball on the ground
It's close.
and picks up 2 yards on the play.
They're giving it to him.
They are giving it to him. So they'll give him the first down at the 24-yard line.
Lone Peak's going to take as much time as possible on this drive, and that's exactly what they should do. Let's just bleed them dry at this point, let the clock run, and let it run down the play clock. You've got 20 seconds.
They end up running it with 20 seconds as they hand it off to Barney, and Barney picks up about 5. But as you mentioned, 8 minutes and counting here. Lone Peak can take a significant chunk of this clock off.
The interesting thing, these kids in this Lone Peak program, they're used to winning. The only team that's been really going against them is Corner Canyon, and they went 1-1 with Corner Canyon last year.
Beat them here in the regular season and lost in the championship game last season.
Yeah.
Expected to be one of the teams to make it back to Rice Eccles this year as Barney picks up the first down, and inside the 10, it'll be 1st and goal Lone Peak.
Fantastic job by Barney. keeps on doing it. And if you can get a 17-point lead, that might be too much to surpass.
Nali on the stop. First and goal here for the Knights.
But I have been really impressed with this Orem defense, and especially without Akana. He really is the heartbeat of their team.
Mention Akana plays both ways for the Tigers out tonight. Expecting him to be back in the next week or two. As they'll fake the handoff, Christensen picks up one on that keeper.
Great blocking.
And a flag flies late.
Maybe too great of blocking.
Stoppage here.
Love to see Kaili in there. The former Bingham Miner comes in, and Lone Peak said, do you know what's better than having one set of twins? Two. Two sets of twins.
And we have a personal foul on one of the linemen for Lone Peak, so that'll back it up 15 yards.
Oh.
It'll be first and goal still, but very long.
25?
Should be at the 25.
4.
Or 24, yeah. With 6:52 to go.
That's brutal.
So the Kaili run gets nullified.
And a field goal doesn't help you too much.
From the 24-yard line, first and goal.
Yeah, Kahili was a starting quarterback at Bingham as a sophomore, and then is back at Lone Peak now.
4 wideouts here for Christensen. Got Barney in the backfield as well. Second and goal. Christensen, Moala in pursuit. Throws for the end zone for Pula. Incomplete.
Moala's like, I almost sacked you. I'm sorry.
Intended for number 3, Kenan Pula.
That is not a person you would like chasing you in the backfield.
No, absolutely not. It's really interesting what Lone Peak's doing with the Kahili twin and with Cruz. Both of them have different skill sets, but it's kind of funny because Kepa, it's like both of them put together.
Yeah, Kappa known for his feet and can sling it as well. Cruz known more for the arm and Kaili more for the feet. Third and goal from the 24. Bubble screen to Pula. Looking to try and get something and escorted out of bounds near the 20.
Christensen completes to number 5, Jaron Pula.
And that'll bring up fourth and goal here. And it should be field goal time here for the Knights.
Yeah, you love to see it, but you kind of hate to see it at the same time. This field goal doesn't help you too much, to be honest with you.
Still keeps it a 2-score game. If it's good, it'll be a 39-yard attempt here for Jake Barker. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Made one from 33 yards out in the second quarter. Snap's good, kicks away, and finds its way through. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Great job, Jake.
39-yard field goal for Barker.
Lone Peak has had so many good kickers recently. Ian Sanchez, Carr, and Barker. He's saying, I can do it too.
Man, his first year kicking for Lone Peak. He's 2 for 2 on the season now. Didn't get to kick a field goal in the opener yet last week.
I was laughing. Ian Sanchez called me this week. He's like, hey, Moose, I need to learn how to punt. I'm like, all right, let's get her done.
Showed him the way.
Yep. Showed him the Tommy Hackett punting style. That's all you need to learn.
Drive of 56 yards in 11 plays in a 5-minute, 37-second time of possession. And with a 39.
So 6:23 to play. It stays a 2-possession game. It's a 13-point game after the field goal.
On the Fairbanks Orthodontics scoreboard.
The Knights with the wind at their back here, so Barker should be able to get this in the end zone if he elects to do so. Bills and Curtis back to receive for the Tigers. As this one's high into the air, and this will definitely make it into the end zone for a touchback.
So let's bring in a former Knight, Megan Basel. What do you think about the game so far?
It's looking good to me. I'm a Knight fan. I'm glad they're winning.
Fantastic, great observation. I'm more impartial. I'm just here for special teams.
And we always appreciate it, Moose.
Well, thank you for the contribution, Megan, as always. But this is going to be fantastic here. I love to see high-flying, big throws, and the music man is back. I hope he's been playing some more air guitar so he can air it out.
Tigers down 13. They spread it out. 5 wideouts here for Kaava. Good pocket. Now collapsing. Throws over the middle looking for Stonebreaker. Incomplete.
Oh, man. That is so hard to be running around in the backfield with all the bullets flying. Finding Stonebreaker, but it just needed to be a little bit higher. But great idea. And let's get some more deep crosses going. And hopefully the Baylor commit can show up again.
Kai Wesley had the touchdown on the last drive for Orem. 2nd and 10 now from the 20. Beckham Curtis in the backfield this time for the Tigers. 2 wideouts near side, 2 wideouts on the far side. Kava. Pocket closing, and this time the Knights get to him. Nowhere to go. As the second sack of the night for the Lone Peak defense.
This is the hard thing. You see Lone Peak understands that Orem is going to get really predictable. And that's just kind of the hard situation to be in. You send guys, and we have Tony the Grim Reaper Grimmer in there. Of course he's going to get at least half a sack.
Grimmer and Stosich on the sack for the Knights. 3rd and 12 here for Orem. Under 6 minutes to play.
I'm still really impressed with Orem, but this 6A region is on a different level.
Kaava steps up. Someone coming again, and they get to him a second time. This time, Caleb Hoyle gets there along with the rest of the Knights. Tavita Maunga also in there, and it brings up 4th and long.
Yeah, you have to get 3-4 seconds. And if you can't get that, it's over. And when you have Denny in the field dialing up plays, you know things are coming. You also have the former Snow Badger linebacking coach, Butch Powell, in there. Also BYU football player, also Servite football player. So lots of talent per usual on the Lone Peak sideline. Good punt.
Nilei with a great punt from his own goal line. It's going to check at the 50-yard line and get better for the Knights as the Tigers touch at about the 43-yard line.
That was an elite play right there. Pushing the ball back, saying, hey, it bounced that way.
So the Knights regain control at about the 44-yard line with 4:38 to play here and a chance to really close this one out, Liz.
Yeah, you're going to see Lone Peak take their time on every single play now.
3 wideouts here for Lone Peak on 1st down. We got Fanua in the backfield. As Christensen will just hand this one off, and Fanua again with space and gets near the 1st down.
Number 26, Isaac Fanua, the ball carrier.
Fanua only knows one speed. I'll tell you that right now. They're like, take your time. We're trying to eat up clock. He's like, eat up clock. I don't do that. I eat up yards.
He does a good job of just waiting just that moment to find that pocket and then just explodes.
Oh, my goodness. His vision is elite. That's the fun thing. Every single kid on this team, no matter if they play the same position, they bring something completely different to the position.
Fanua led the team in rushing with 82 yards last week. The senior running back still in there for 2nd and 1 as the clock under 4 minutes now to go. It's Christensen, high snap. Fanua still able to hold on to it and picks up the 1st down.
Man, this Lone Peak center is putting some pepper on every single snap, it seems. To be a quarterback at Lone Peak, you got to be a real athlete. You got to be a receiver first and foremost, and then you can throw the ball.
Say, there's been some hot ones in the backfield tonight for Lone Peak. They've had the 1 fumble tonight.
2.
Had the 2 fumbles.
1 was recovered.
Yes. 1st and 10 from the 32.
From the 32-yard line.
Now under 3.5 minutes to play. Barney this time will keep it. Gets around the outside, out to the 30, and stumbles his way near the 27-yard line.
The speed is so, unexpected from Barney. The dinosaur just gets going and he's gone. You think you've got angles on him? You really don't.
Out of bounds, so that stops the clock at 3:11 to go. 2nd and 6 here. Reminder to everybody to stay tuned after the game. Moose and I will give out our helmet stickers brought to you by Tab Bank.
Tab Bank, my favorite bank, named after my father. Tab.
Proud sponsors of KSL Sports Rewind this season. This time Fanua backtracking, still backtracking. Now gets back to the line of scrimmage and forced out of bounds near the 25. Clock still runs.
Fanu's just a freaking magician out there. I thought he was going to be gone at the 37. I'm like, he's down, he's down, he's down. And Orem was thinking the same thing. But no, he is just up, up, up.
And give him a first down.
First down for the Knights.
So they'll reset the chains. Clock will stop momentarily.
Shout out to
I believe they just need one more.
academic coordinator, Team Mom,
So the Knights,
Water Girl. Great job, Belly.
about another first down from Nice in this game. 1st and 10 from the 22.
That's funny. Feli Ika, she's a great singer too.
Fake the handoff to Barney, and Christensen gets about 2 yards on that one.
He's stopped by Junior.
Clock runs, nearing 2 minutes to go, as the Knights look like they will be moving to 2-0.
Which is kind of what we expected going into the season. Really, Lone Peak, I had them at my number 3 team, and they screamed at me. They said, the disrespect. And I said, simmer down. We'll see what happens after week 1. And they earned the number 2 team spot at this point.
Hand off to Barney on 2nd down. Able to escape out of the pocket there and
Gosh.
gets near under the 15. It's going to be short of the first down, but it'll bleed the clock even further here. And we get a timeout on the field. Wait a minute. Barney is down.
Oh, no.
It looks like maybe just cramped up a little bit. He's back up now.
Get him some pickle juice, ladies and gentlemen.
We had that happen a lot last week. A lot of cramps in the second half.
We need to get Vlasic, Redmond salt, something going on over here at Lone Peak, because water's just not doing the trick. Maybe some Gatorade, because water sucks.
Getting another hot day here in Utah. Highs in the 90s again today.
Honestly, it's been delightful for me. Coming in from Florida, I'm like,
Yeah, I'd say you're
love
coming from the
this.
Florida humidity, though. So
Knights.
3rd and 2 here for Lone Peak. A first down will end the game here. Have Fanua in the backfield. Christensen will hand it off to him, and Fanua's right at the line. It looks like he is short. So to bring up 4th down.
We give us to number 26, Isaac Vanua.
So 4th and 1, under a minute now to go in the contest tonight.
It's interesting. The only other team Lone Peak really cares about right now
For the Knights.
won today in Brevard County in Florida. Corner Canyon won 37-14, in case you guys were wondering. If Lone Peak can get the first, it's over. If they can't get the first, it's basically over.
They'll call the timeout with 26 seconds left.
Timeout.
And we'll see what Coach Brockbank and the Knights elect to go for here. Coming up next for both these teams, Orem hits the road. They're going up to Idaho next week, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in Idaho, Rocky Mountain, up there in the Boise area.
Rocky Mountain. It'll be a Rocky Mountain Rumble.
Taking on the Grizzlies up there in Boise.
Grr.
Meanwhile, Lone Peak gets a rematch with Timpview next week.
Ooh,
They'll be at Timpview next week.
that'll be a great game. It'll be a homecoming for the Pula Twins and Naliai. And others, I'm sure.
Say for Orem, next week will be their final game before Region play starts, the new Region 7.
Who's in that region?
You've
Refresh my memory.
added, so you have the mainstays of Orem, Maple Mountain, Springville, Timpview, and Wasatch. You added Payson, Pleasant Grove, and Spanish Fork to the mix.
Wow.
So you now have 8 teams in Region 7 now.
That's a brutal region.
So yes, region play starts after next week. One more week of non-region play, and then Region 7 gets underway.
Luckily for Lone Peak, their region isn't that big.
No, they still have 3 more games after tonight before they start region play. There's only 5 teams in Region 3.
But it's about the 5 best teams in the
You
state.
can argue they are probably the 5 best teams in the state of Utah.
Sky Ridge, AF, Lone Peak, Corner Canyon, and someone else.
So could
Lehigh.
be Lehigh's the other team, and if we get a flag, Knights have picked up the first down, but a flag flies after this, so hold the phone here.
That is a brutal region. Those probably are the 5 best teams
They
in the
probably
state.
are.
Illegal shift. Linemen were not set on the offense.
Ooh.
Still 4th down.
So that'll back up the Knights by 5 yards. Other scores from around Region 3. Speaking of, Mountain Ridge with a 9-7 lead on Lehigh in the 4th quarter.
Are you kidding
A
me?
defensive battle in the southwest corner of the valley.
Mountain Ridge coming in strong. They were pretty mad. Their starting quarterback transferred to Lehigh. And they said, we'll show you.
They're currently winning in the 4th quarter. American Fork up 48-25 on Timpview in the 4th quarter.
Checks out.
Skyridge up 29-13 on Liberty from Nevada as well.
Man, great insurance company.
As the clock does run on that penalty, so
Oh,
that'll do it. I thought the clock would have stopped on the penalty, but the clock runs and that'll do it.
okay.
So that's the end of tonight's game. The Knights move to 2-0. They get the 34-21 win over the Orem Tigers.
Is
Those who-
Brockbank getting a Gatorade bath? Oh, no.
As Brockbank does get the Gatorade bath, you see on your screen there.
He's not happy about that. I don't think that's Gatorade bath time, but the 2 young men thought it was, apparently.
We should coin that for our game of the week, though. Have the Gatorade bath after our game of the weeks.
If you were the away team, what a miserable thing. But we've got helmet stickers coming up.
Yes. Who scoots your helmet sticker tonight, Moose?
I got to consult with Basil, but I think I'm going to give mine to Cruz Christensen. He did a fantastic job. Coming in, he wasn't expected to be the starter. He's done a fantastic job. I was looking at Grimmer. I was looking at all these other kids. But Cruz, going 2-0 your first 2 starts. Way to go, Cruz.
My helmet sticker is going to go to Jaron Pula. Had the 80-yard touchdown to start and had probably the best play of the game with that one-handed catch and double coverage.
Redonkulous.
So Jaron Pula gets my helmet sticker tonight. Again, our helmet stickers brought to you by Tab Bank. We'll have those for you every week here on KSL Sports Radio. Be sure to tune in to Dane and Jeff on the weekend. They'll be recapping the weekend, showing you the helmet stickers from around the state of Utah. And again, brought to you by Tab Bank. Final thoughts tonight, Moose?
I mean, both these teams, you're going to be watching them when the snow is falling. Let's be honest here. When Akana's back, it changes the whole dynamic of this team. And I can't wait to see what happens. But both should be proud about how they played, what happened. And they're both teams with a fantastic future.
So that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight's broadcast. Your final score, the Lone Peak Knights 34, the Orem Tigers 21. We will see you next week for week 3 of the high school football season. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week here on KSL Sports Rewind. Have a great night.